Good afternoon and welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda in Orpington. This afternoon I'm going to show everyone around this really nice example of a Mazda 3 hatchback. So it came back just I think early this afternoon. Customers purchased a brand new Mazda 3 from us, so fortunately we've had this Mazda 3 back in part exchange. So of course it's a 2019 model year. Finished in white, and specification wise it's the SE-L Lux, and it has the manual gearbox. So 2 litre 4-cylinder engine, that's naturally aspirated even. I'll just show everyone around the car. Really nice condition throughout, no kind of major marks or anything of the sort. We do have a couple of minor marks on the near side front alloy wheel, which we will rectify of course. Really handsome looking vehicle, I think, the Mazda 3, regardless of which colour you go for. They all look, you know, nice shape, really good design and everything, and yeah, still look really good to this day. Just moving on to the near side rear, you can just see the condition in superb condition throughout. We've just given the car a quick clean throughout, just so we can get the car advertised hopefully by the end of the day. These are really popular cars and quite sought after, to be honest. Onto the rear, probably even my favourite part of the car. Really nicely you know, styled with the rear lights, quite a unique design. Twin exhaust outlets at the back. Really quite a sporty looking car. And finally onto the offside of the car, again all in superb condition and quite a handsome looking car, especially in white, to be honest. I think alloy wheels, as I said, the near side front wheel does have some minor scrapes and curbing marks, which we will obviously get refurbished, but I think they're 16-inch wheels. Let's just confirm. Yeah, so 16-inch wheels with a 60 profile tyre. So that's going to give you really good ride comfort and kind of soak up all the potholes and everything that, you know, our roads unfortunately have today. So that's important, I think, to me anyway, and quite a lot of customers actually, they do ask what size wheels the car does have. Into the boot, really generously sized boot. You could get I would say 2 large suitcases in here, and of course you can lower the rear seats. Let's just move this out of the way. So as easy as that, the rear seat folds flat, and obviously you can get long items in the back, feed them through. So that's really, you know, obviously quite useful, really good, a versatile car, and very spacious indeed. Just clip this parcel shelf back up. Shut the boot, fix the rear seat back into place just like that, and show everyone in the rear of the car. So the SE-L Lux obviously has a black cloth interior with a kind of different coloured inserts, so really contrasts well, I think, and I actually quite like cloth. It doesn't heat up and you know, get cold in the summer and the winter and vice versa. So I'm quite a big fan of cloth interiors, to be honest. Good legroom for the rear passengers and occupants. I've never really heard anyone complain, unless they are extra tall, about the rear legroom and so on. And into the front of the vehicle, really nice interior the Mazda 3 has. Well, in fact all Mazda models, the materials they use, trim, build quality, fit finish, they really are superb, I think. They've really, with the latest generation cars, they really are up there, I think. And I'll just step into, climb into the front. So really good seating position. You can obviously adjust the seat back and forth, up and down, backrest and so on. Steering column also adjusts, so you can come out and obviously up and down, you know, whatever suits you really. And that's fixed back into place with that lever there. I'll just start the engine, make sure it's in neutral, and mute the sounds. Right, so up here we've got our infotainment screen. Where shall we start? So that's off now actually. Turn that back on. You've got Bluetooth connectivity for your phone, etc. That's pretty much critical nowadays, isn't it, in a car? We've got our entertainment. So you've got your station list. You can also plug your phone in with a USB, you know, whatever you kind of prefer. You've got the connectivity for your music there. Very important nowadays. Sat nav, all there, super easy to use in the Mazdas. Really simple system. I mean, if you're like me and not too great with all kind of technology and everything and so on, it's really quite a simple and easy to use system, especially compared to some of the other manufacturers. So that's all there. And then below that, we've got our climate control. So again, super easy to use. You've got your temperature dial here, and obviously you can sync those together. So up, down, AC there, and you've got your fan speed up and down here, and or obviously the direction of where you'd like the air. Heated rear screen, front demist, and 3-stage heated seats. Really important, especially we've got, you know, kind of colder weather coming up, autumn into winter. That's something that's really important, I think. Below that, we've got our USB connection there, and bit of a rarity nowadays, I think, a CD player. So if you went for a brand new Mazda 3 or any Mazda model, in fact, nowadays, Mazda have actually done away. I think we did hold on to the CD players for the longest, probably compared to other manufacturers, but we have now done away with CD players, I think about 18 months ago. Not sure exactly on the date, etc. But yeah, unfortunately cars no longer come with CD players. Pair of cup holders there, manual gear lever there, 6-speed manual, really nice gearbox to kind of use, really precise, and clutch is super easy to kind of get on with as well. And then here, this is our controls for the infotainment system, volume control here, and electronic parking brake, which really clears up the center console, I think, and looks a lot neater. It's a lot better, you know, use of space, I think. So armrest, which also teams up as a storage box, and we've got another USB connection in there and 12-volt power output. You could charge your phone from there and so on. So down here, on the driver's door, we've got our electric windows and mirrors, pretty much a given nowadays, and the mirrors fold in electrically, so you can set them to when they, you know, when you lock the car, they fold in. So I'll just give you an example. They fold in just like so. Really useful to have. You know, saves your wing mirrors, doesn't it, from getting knocked off. And then down here, we've got our start-stop, which you can turn on and off. Traction control. Turn your parking sensors off also, so all your safety systems and so on there. And then we've got our speedo. Right, so what have we got? We've got our fuel gauge here, which is empty. I haven't had a chance to put any fuel in. Wanted to get the car advertised as soon as possible. We've got our coolant temperature. That's our fuel range, which is pretty much non-existent at the moment, and our outside temperature at the moment, which is 19 degrees, so nice and mild. Speed right in front of us, exactly where you want it. And then you've got your MPG indicator there. So what would you say? That's about 40 MPG, I think it's indicating at the moment. And then to the left, the rev counter. Please do excuse the tyre pressure monitor there. They are very sensitive, especially with temperature change and so on, so they probably 1 or 2 psi out, so that will be reset. And obviously the car is just due a service, which will be done also. Mileage is 24,352 currently, so really good kind of low mileage for a 4-year-old car. Steering wheel, leather steering wheel, super kind of nice in your hands, really ergonomic and so on. And then to the left we've got our volume controls. You can answer your phone calls, hang up, so on, and info. You can kind of switch between here to give you kind of different menus and information when you're driving. And to the right, we've got our cruise control, which is also, you can set the distance. So, you know, you could be sitting on the motor at 60, 70 miles an hour and set the distance from the car in front of you, something which I use all the time. Super, super useful, I think. So yeah, hopefully this video gives you a good idea of the kind of condition of the car and some of the features and so on of the Mazda 3. They're a super popular car, really kind of handsome looking car and very reliable. And something I personally like about the Mazdas even, is their SKYACTIV technology. So they've kept with their larger displacement engines, so obviously the engine's still a 2-litre 4-cylinder naturally aspirated engine, but yet with their SKYACTIV technology, they've kind of you know, engineered the car to have really good MPG. But you don't have to kind of put up with a 3-cylinder turbo, which a lot of other manufacturers have got nowadays, and I'm personally not a fan of those. I think the 4-cylinder gives you better drivability and also better longevity, I think. As long as you service the car, you know, the engines are super reliable and they will do you know, large mileages. A little bit about ourselves. If you haven't dealt with TW White before, check out our reviews online. Obviously customer service is our #1 priority. If you have a part exchange, excellent, do let us know. I don't think we've ever kind of refused a part exchange. If you look at our website, we've got lots of other makes and models, which makes the job quite interesting for myself, to be honest. And also finance, if that's something you'd like us to look into, that's not a problem at all. We can look into that for you. Delivery, again, we have a driver, we can arrange delivery of the car to you. So yeah, thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions and so on, give us a call, give us an email, whatever suits you best, and yeah, we'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching, take care, bye bye.